Okay, I should be live. Settings. No stream delay on, right? Yeah, perfect. Leave that. Content live. Troll room. Get the link. We'll check the sound. We'll check the sound. Okay, yeah, that's good. Go to my Discord. Post a little message there. Hello guys, and welcome back to another coaching session. Today we're doing the final session with the Darius Toplane client. If you do like the style of coaching you see in these videos, take a look down in the description and you will see a link to my Fiverr page where you'll see the three different packages rather, that I do have available. There's the basic package where you'll just get a VOD review. There's the standard package, which is what you see in these videos. And there's the premium package where you get 4 sessions, 1 a week for 4 weeks, and you get that for the price of 3. So yeah, nice little discount for you if you go for the premium package. Other than that, let's try and jump into the call and we'll have a little chat about what we're going to be learning today in the final session, and just about how things have been going since the last session, and yeah, see how things have been going. Hello.
Evening.
Hello. How are you doing?
Yeah, well, thanks yourself.
Yeah, not too bad. How's it been going?
How long was your power out in the end?
I think it was out for about 2 hours. Yeah, so I think it went down about half two or something, and came back about 4:30, something like that.
Yeah, that's not too bad then, I guess.
Yeah. So how much have you been playing since we last had a chat?
Yeah, probably the same as I usually do.
Okay.
No more, no later. You can check.
Ooh, match history looks pretty good.
BGG, if you like.
Yeah, I've just opened that up. The match history is looking pretty good in the recent games.
Yeah, I had four straight ranked wins in a row.
Yeah.
Where I think I've basically carried.
You also had, like, the game before was a loss, but you had 19 kills and 5 deaths, so you played pretty well in that one too.
Oh, I mean, I was playing that with my buddy, and we definitely we threw that game so hard.
I see.
Fighting around Elder. We should, on hindsight, looking back at the replay, we should have just gone down lanes. We had both 2 inhibs down mid and bot. We should have just gone down top and ended it, but we just kept on going in one by one to fight for Elder Dragon. And when we had Dragon Soul as well, like, it was the biggest throw, so we should have won that one too.
Oh, that's a shame. Okay, so you were saying in DMs that you wanted to cover a little bit on how to stem the bleeding if you do fall behind. That was something you were talking about, right?
Yeah. So there was 2 things. That one, and when you're in front, how to kind of like properly extend that.
Okay, yeah. So
I feel like I'll be doing okay at that, but I'm sure it can be more efficient.
Okay, my plan for this session was to cover finding good angles for fights, like around the map in the mid to late game.
Yep.
I feel like that was the last thing, which would help with the second thing you talked about. But we can also look at some things you can do when you are behind that can help you either not keep falling further behind or try to get back into the game.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds good.
You want to queue up and turn your stream on, and then we'll just talk a little bit specifically about how things have been going. So, in terms of matchups, I can see like a bunch of different champions that you've laned against. Is there anything sticking out to you in matchups that you're struggling with or doing well in, or?
I had a lot of ranged matchups, weirdly.
Yeah, I can see that.
Like, and I think I've been winning most of them, based off of the fact they just don't respect if you do get on top of them, they just die.
Yeah.
Especially as Darius. So this kind of like abusing people's disrespect. Who have I struggled with? Guess I've struggled with. There was one Riven game a while back. I haven't really seen too much of her, but she's a bit awkward. Aatrox as well, although I think I figured out what I was doing wrong with Aatrox.
Okay.
I think I was trying to fight him far too close to his turret, whereas I should really let the wave push back into me and then run him down once.
Definitely. Okay, that's good.
So I think I've not tried that in theory yet.
Okay.
I had my first game into Cassante yesterday, and that's an odd champ, man. He's got a lot of dashes. It's the first time I've actually really seen him.
Okay, so it was more not really understanding what the champion can do because you've not played against it before.
I beat him in lane based off of the fact that I kind of figured out that he's not going to do too much damage to me early. He's just going to shield and dash around. So if I catch him, he'll die. And he did. So I wasn't too fussed by it, but I can imagine like better quality players just not what if they don't want to die, they're just not going to die because they're just going to run back, jump back to their turret. Yeah,
for sure. He's pretty weak early. When he ults, he kind of has some damage, but aside from that, he doesn't. But yeah, I could go through telling you what the champion does with his.
Yeah, there was a Singed game, which was my last ranked game, which I realized again in game, if I just I think I died early, but if I started slow pushing and he couldn't proxy off the back of that because he would lose too much.
Okay, yeah.
Based off of what I was doing, so I think that was. Oh shit! I need to ban something. Just talking. Get rid of Yorick. So that was interesting, and he was like he had some silly for mastery points. Like he was a very experienced Singed.
Yeah, a lot of people in this sort of elo bracket. I wouldn't expect people in this rank bracket to be playing Cassante, which is probably why you've not seen much of him. He's a very high skill floor champion. He's quite hard to play.
That was a normal.
Oh, okay.
That one, so it wasn't like and I think it's because their mid laner he'd clued up with the mid laner who was plat or something like that, emerald maybe, I can't remember. So yeah, I think they'd grouped up together.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wasn't. Volibear's an interesting matchup as well because he's one of the weird ones that you kind of get hit by his E, you just can't. I know we did a session when we played against a Volibear.
Yeah.
But looking back on that, it clearly wasn't a very good Volibear.
Yeah.
And weirdly, so Set is interesting if he starts W. If he doesn't, he loses. But if he starts W, that's just gets a massive shield out of nowhere.
Yeah, he does. And it does a lot of damage as well. If you're doing like a level 1 all in and you've got your stacks on him and he Ws, you could just flash over his W. And keep fighting him. And then he'll probably flash as well, but you'll get a really good trade.
So I think that's the. Right, so hang on. So we've got a Mumu jungle.
Yeah, it'll be set top lane with a Mumu jungle.
Yeah. But overall.
Okay.
I think one of the biggest things that I've seen is I'm not scared. I don't feel like it scared in myself. And I know that's weird to say sat at home in front of my computer screen, but there's not that fear going into a match anymore.
I
don't really care.
Building confidence.
It's like, and especially like, watching. I've been watching a lot of the crap out of VODs.
Yeah.
Like, more so than usual. This still on my? Can you still see?
Yeah, I can still see. Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
So how are you feeling mechanically compared to last week? Because we were looking at practicing like Q flashes and stuff, and then obviously just your normal combos that you've been doing before.
I've definitely done it. He's not playing with Ignite, so that's good. I should just be able to wreck him there level 1. So I've been practicing all of the stuff that we've talked about in practice tool, especially the E into auto into W, as opposed to EW, and then the WQ Q flashes from as many different angles as I can
Nice.
kind of see. I've done a few in game as well. I've got a really cool kill on a Mordekaiser with it, and he just totally wasn't expecting it, which was pretty good.
Nice.
So they're definitely bleeding into my gameplay. But yeah, I think confidence is definitely the biggest one. Mechanically, he's not massively mechanically intensive. Holding on to my E is probably still the biggest, yeah,
just trying to
the
find the
biggest
best
decision
way to use that spell.
Yeah, so holding on to it almost as late as possible, especially in a team fight, for when you need to drag them back in, especially when you're not sure about flashes.
Mm-hmm.
Like in this game, it's only Tristana that's got any kind of way to get away from me.
Yeah.
Provided Milia doesn't just kite me with his football. So I'm not too fussed about. I mean, I won't try not to waste it, and if Triss does become the problem, I'll save it for her jump. Anything else in this specific matchup?
In this matchup, it's all about playing around his E, really. If he can't stun you with his E, it's a lot harder for him to win a trade with you. He wants to E into, like how you want to E into Q as well. He wants to E into W to like confirm it.
Yeah. Yeah, so my matches into set haven't gone quite as well as I'd have liked. And that's purely because I think I've lost to a W star ignite before.
Yeah.
Maybe once or twice. This is TP, so I'm almost thinking this. I potentially don't cheese him in the brush, and I don't think he does very well.
He's quite strong level 1 as well. Set as a champion, so he can kind of fight back in the level 1 stuff more than other champions can.
Yeah, more so than most of any other top laner, I think.
There's a few that you have to watch out for at level 1. There's Jax, there's Set. Who else is really good?
Yeah, I don't fight a Jax level 1. The Volibear's alright level 1 if he's PTAW slot.
Olaf can be pretty hard.
I don't think I've laned against an Olaf yet. I must have 70. I don't know how many. It says 94 games.
Something. Yeah, because you got normals as well, don't you?
Yeah, all together. I think I had a Shaco top.
Oh wow,
that was funny. I just froze the wave, and he couldn't. He's banks on people running after him, doesn't he? So
yeah, he wants you to like try and kill him, and then die when you try and kill him. And if you just don't try and kill him, he can't really do much.
Yeah. I wonder who had the potato PC. We'll find out. We're all here. We'll see. We're gonna try and get a ward to see where the juggler's starting.
I think you actually picked up on this in the Jax matchup, but in a lot of these matchups as Darius, I don't know them all because I don't play that much Darius, but
sure,
if you watch like Xiao Chaming and people, there'll be like an amount of Qs that he'll want to hit before he can like before they're like in lethal range, right?
Yeah, it was definitely 2 on the Jax.
I'm not sure how many it is on set. But if you find yourself taking an all in and it's like kind of close, then you could just base it off that and go like, oh, maybe I need one more Q in this matchup or something. That's something good to think about.
All right, let's see. Bring it on. Oh, he's not there.
Mm-hmm. When you walked into that bush, did you move or did you attack move?
Just moved.
Okay. If you attack move into a bush, then if they're in there, you'll automatically attack them straight away as you walk in.
That's good to know. I don't think I've got that key binded.
It's normally on A by default.
Yeah, my A doesn't do anything, so it's definitely been.
Yeah.
All right. See if he walks up. If not, I'm gonna get Pyro
Yep, gain level.
just
Oh,
like this.
they surrendered. That's good though. Going for the level 2 is the right thing to do.
Yeah, I thought because one thing that I've been watching a lot of Alois, and he kind of
Okay.
says it doesn't matter if it's a bad matchup. If you can get
Yeah.
level 2, then you win. So
Yep. Sometimes
I
they
do
just
kind
give
of
you level 2 prio even though they shouldn't.
they beat you, yeah.
Yeah.
At level. So there's a lot of
And I think
oh you mate.
if you can't cheese level 1, that's one of the good things about Q start is that it really helps to get that level 2 prio because it hits the wave as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see who else have I struggled with. Now that I've got a little bit of time. Just look back through my. Oh yeah, God, there was an Ezreal top, which was.
Okay, that just
I
sounds really
I,
annoying.
I mean, I slapped him around a bit
Yeah.
because it was my buddy who was jungling. That was the game that I went 19-5, so it was all
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah, the Vayne top. Yeah, Vayne was annoying, but I think I still won the lane because it was yeah, it's just a good game that one. I think I got inside of her head. Had a lot of Garen tops, but they're weird because you can beat him until you can't. So
Right, okay.
it just feels odd. Like he gets 2 items and you're like, right, cool, I'm gonna struggle side laning against you now.
Pretty much the whole game with Garen, he is very reliant on his W spell. So if that ever goes on cooldown, in lane it's like a 20-second cooldown, and you can really
Yeah.
punish him when it's down. He becomes very squishy all of a sudden.
Who else? Yeah, the set. There was a Renekton, but I think I beat him in lane. Just lost that game.
Okay.
Oh, the Wukong, I didn't beat him in lane at all. Yeah, that was a hard match.
I think Wukong
But
should
Wukong
be quite hard for Darius, yeah.
does straight up just counter.
Yeah. With a lot of
So
these, like Wukong with Renekton, it's about whether you can land your Q, and Renekton wants to E into your Q, so a lot of the time you want to EQ him as Darius.
yeah, it
Wukong
was.
can E into your Q or he can W into your Q, so he's got two different ways to do
Yeah,
it.
I lost that match really. I lost the lane, not hard, but I died a lot because I think I was just trying to stat check him when I really couldn't.
Yeah.
He did get, if I remember correctly, it was a while back. He did get some ganks as well, just because I was overextended trying to fight him. Right, who's their top laner going to be? A Fiora ban. What does that mean? Ilawi. Oh no, they've swapped.
Yeah, maybe
So
they
I want to
did.
see who. Yeah, no one's playing Vel'Koz top.
I doubt it. Yeah, very much doubt that.
That'll be the easiest level 1 cheese I think I've ever done. You walk slightly past that rock and I just ghost you down. Darius does anyway. I don't see the point in swapping and stuff like at the moment. Or Cho'Gath should be good.
Yep, pretty good matchup for you.
Yeah, he's.
Why are your runes red?
Oh,
Is it?
yeah. I swapped them like a wally. Cheers.
Yeah, I didn't want you to load into game with like a rune issue because sometimes then it just gives you like random ones that you didn't pick and then
Yeah.
feels pretty bad.
I was one of those who I had a ton of rune pages back in the day when.
When you had to buy them with the.
Yeah, and Poro Fessa and things like that just weren't a thing. So it didn't just change it for you automatically. Oh, yes. OG, that's an OG Cho'Gath skin as well. That's lovely.
I think the stream's gone off this time.
Oh, has it?
Yeah.
So I bought a new monitor and it's on DisplayPort, which means that it takes a zillion years to. No, come on. Oh, League of Legends, go live. Is that okay?
Yes. I just need to put it on my other monitor. There we go.
Sweet. Yeah, so it's one of these monitors that goes into like a gaming mode, so you then have to, when you
Okay.
come out, it doesn't just swap out, it just goes straight to. It doesn't just swap out. It has to. Right, let's have a look. Didn't get knocked up. So hopefully, if he's just gonna, they usually Q start, don't they? What has he got? Grasp. Doesn't want to poke me out. Then he just wants to.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate that he's walked there, but we've got first blood bot lane, so that's a tilter. So we're going to steal this. That means his jungler needs to come top. So we should technically be strong side.
Yeah. Eventually.
Yeah.
It might just
Right, here
be
we go.
neutral because a Mumu might do. Oh wait, he tried to go bot again. The jungler.
Bro, you're going to walk up to the wave? Go on, walk up to the wave. Go on. Do it. Yep, there we go. Get out of my lane. You lose.
Okay, nice. Big zone. Oh, it's huge if you make him wrap all the way around as well. Nice. Really big.
You lose.
Oh, Viego's gone top now. He's gone to his blue.
No, no one said you could come back here.
Good.
Oh my god. Oh my days. These are all mine. Right, let's see if we can get a third wave craft. God, I'm so bad at CSing still.
Fine, just keep practicing it. Keep being mindful of it.
I'm gonna crash third wave and then go and see if I can find Viego on his Krugs or something.
I reckon
Not his Krugs, Gromp.
he should be in his bot side after 3 waves because he he was late though. You can try. It's worth a shot because you don't really
It's
have
worth
anything
it
else to do
because.
with this window.
Yep. Probably should have cheated. Got my.
Could have got like a longsword or something, but it's not too big a
Probably
deal.
got Merc. Maybe not. My Trogas is really not going to be much of a problem for me, is he?
Okay. Here's an example where kind of what you were talking about with the Aatrox, with letting him push back out. I would let him push back out here, but we can talk about it after.
Oh, what the hell happened there? Did it just like cancel everything when you knocked me up? Yeah, I really should be letting this push back out because the moon is coming top. But he's got no mana, so I kind of want to push him in and recall now.
Okay, decent trade.
I think I'm going to go for Null Magic Mantle. Please push that out quickly. Don't want to lose the cannon wave.
Yep.
He's TP'd, so.
Okay, good. Nice.
Alright, so if he pushes, he's going to push back into me. Don't cancel me. Don't do it. Awesome. Let's push back into me nicely, and I'll kill him on the rebound. What did he buy? Ruby Crystal. Vex is no mana. Yeah, if my CSing was better, I would just be so far in front of this guy. But my CSing sucked at the moment.
So when are you wanting to kill him? When are you thinking of going all in?
I'm going to try and get a freeze.
Okay, nice. Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to let it bounce and Play that, or if you
No,
were
I'm
going to
gonna
try
try
to
and get.
freeze. Yeah, that's good.
Oh wow, that was great. Okay, flash, please. Okay. All right, he knows he can't mess with me now.
Yep.
If I get a 5 stack now, I'm gonna level up in one more melee.
Oh, you missed again. Good. I like that
Did.
you. I like that you're walking up before you level up rather than after. That's good. This is really good. Punishing him very hard here.
He hasn't flashed yet, otherwise he just. Oh wow.
Oh, that's a shame.
Nice, nice, nice. Shame that bleed ran out. Otherwise, he was
Yeah.
going to get flash W'd on.
Okay, good. I like that you're looking for it.
Flash W ult just have killed him there
Yeah.
perfectly. You would have just
That's really
got
good.
murdered,
Your
mate.
like damage knowledge just seems a lot better now. This guy's getting
I'm in your
absolutely
head.
murdered.
I'm in your head, bro. Right, I need a reset because I want my Merc Dreads, but I'm going to try and Viego there. Where'd he go? Ah, shit. Should have definitely just walked and committed to this. Oh, no,
Okay,
Zedcon.
he's already gone. Yeah.
Look at that. Lost basically nothing. Do want to reset. Alright, slow push this one, hard push the next. Yeah, yeah.
Oh. Oh, if the W went off, he just got out of range.
He did.
Unlucky.
I was trying something there. Sometimes you can like do a little leash like that, and when they walk forward and they walk back into you.
I would not. Right, that is something that. Oh, go for it. Well played, bro. Holy shit.
You can kind of mind control them like that when they do it, but just walked away from my W.
Without trying to like blow smoke up your ass, I'm actually chuckling at how good you are now. Like, it's crazy how much better you are. From when we started until now.
Compared to
Holy
my
shit.
first game when I was pissing myself at that, no, like, oh my god, what's happening?
The fact that you're spacing back to like control their spacing is such a high level thing that I wouldn't even start to teach you until you got like higher, but you just like I don't know, you just know it. Crazy.
That's an XCM thing. I was like, I wonder why he's doing that. And then I realized that, oh right, then he can get them in E range when they're walking forward and they're looking at him. And that's just funny. I lost my flash, but I think it was worth because he's just so far behind me now. I'm going to push this in and then go and see if I can find a jungler. I'll find a jungler because he's on Drakes. He's on a dragon. Alright. Yeah, if I'd left one more minion alive, this would have pushed. But it's kind of pushing back
into
into
you.
me.
It is.
Yeah.
As long as you last hit slowly, because his wave arrives before yours because of the position of it in the lane.
Yeah, Viego's still bot. He's going to come topside now, isn't he? So I'm going to go meet him.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, there's two things you could do here. One is you could keep freezing and denying, and then you could ward, knowing that Viego's coming top. And then the other is you can do what you're doing here. You can get
You go say
Prio
hello.
and then go play in his jungle.
Yeah. Insane. He just didn't come.
Wonder where he is.
Okay, cool. He should have been top.
Oh.
Oh yes. Hey.
Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well, you got his flash and his TP.
I'm gonna have to push this and reset. I need my. I've got components in my.
Yeah, you got a lot of gold to spend.
He's got giant spell now. Get my phage, run him down.
Yep. So I don't know if you remember from maybe it was last session, maybe it was a couple of sessions ago. But now when he pushes into you with no flash and you've got ghost, if the wave's ever on
dead.
your side
Absolutely.
of the lane, yeah, he's just fucked.
He's so dead. He's from my ghost is gonna.
Oh, not sure what's going on here, but
Oh, my pathing so shit. I literally wouldn't have made that anyway.
oh shit, so he got him with the ult.
It's level 10.
Nice. Nice little double buffs for you. I love the emote as well. Just adds a little something extra on top.
It's the clean emote because that was clean. Get something from it.
Yeah, you get some plates. Okay, nice.
Get dead. Get deaded, son. 200 gold. Take this plate. Go and get my item.
Ooh,
oh no.
That's not ideal. Oh. Bit greedy.
That was less than ideal.
But
yeah, that was terrible.
Cho'Gath gives more gold again now. Oh no, you got the double buffs back. We're gonna be playing like double buff tennis.
Yeah, reset.
Sending it to each other. On repeat.
Am I gonna get 30 gold? He's gonna take a plate here. That was bad. I got Viego, but was it worth giving? Did he get a shutdown off me? No, he didn't. He's gonna make me lose this wave. I'm sad. I'm gonna sell my thingy to get Stride Breaker because I think that's just useful in this situation. Okay. He didn't get a plate, and plates are down in 30 seconds, so I think we've won this lane hard. That's not good. Right, so always gonna be their win condition. That really Zed's pretty fed, but safe to say the Viego and Cho'Gath are gonna do nothing. So I kind of want this turret now, though, to
open up the map. Yep.
Yeah.
I think realistically, to get it, you're probably gonna have to kill him again.
Might be tough. I might have to let him push out, especially for Mooms.
I think letting him push out is the way that you'll be able to get another kill on him. One thing I can teach you for these scenarios is, do you know how you could have made this wave push out?
I could have pulled it towards...
Yeah, if you dragged it into the bush, then it would push out instead of being neutral.
I'm gonna have to expand my lead somehow quicker. I think maybe take a camp.
Okay. I think you might lose a wave if you try to take one right now.
Okay, good call.
Oh, hello. Nearly.
Yep. Come on, guys. Stop sending it. Okay. Zed's going to look pretty strong now as well. That's fine. Man, their minions are 3% stronger than us. Fucking hell, they've got level lead. He's too tanky now, isn't he? Okay. Let's see what what is happening? Why is Nico up here?
I have no idea.
Where's he gone? Well, I don't understand where he keeps on going.
He's just sort of walking back to his tower for some reason. I guess he's not dying though. The
He's
punish
not,
the punish for that is if you would have been able to like pull that wave earlier and it would have pushed into you and then he wasn't walking
Yeah.
up and he's just never getting anything.
Yeah. It looks like I'm gonna have to start maybe roaming a bit. Shut this Z down.
Yeah.
If I can shut that Z down, I think we just win off the back of me. Come on, make my day. Make my day, Vel'Koz.
Nice. Okay, huge. Can probably get the tower now. That was great.
Yeah, baiting them into that from Nico was a masterstroke. Because he clearly meant that. Got the shutdown on Zed. It's like is he listening to your stream?
He must be, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, I'll give it to you, mate. Don't worry, it's yours. All right, Huawei's next. All right, Sterax, I think.
I would definitely take that wave as well,
Probably
by the
should
way.
have pushed the
yeah,
wave. Yeah,
before you reset in these
don't want to let
scenarios,
it
you want to
bleed.
push. Guy's strong enough to kill you. I guess he is.
Yep, he is. Shame 775. Okay, if they're going top, I'm probably going to go bot. If I'd kick... Okay. Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah, it's
It's
so close.
Yeah. No TPs. Okay.
Yeah, your Vex has gone top though. Caitlyn's gone bot, so I guess like here I would tell you to go mid because of it just makes sure that every wave is being caught by someone on your team.
Yeah.
Although if your Vex dies to Zed, then that's just tragic.
Oh, my days. Come
Okay,
on,
I mean
move.
both the other lanes are getting stomped. You're a bit 1v9 right now.
Yeah, story of my life. Right. Okay. Is it just you there, Cho? Oh dear. Right, let's see what you got.
Yeah, give
Because
it
I
to
don't think
him.
you can dive me. Oh, okay, I see how it is. All right. So realistically, Cho's going to be going to be difficult to kill now.
I think it's more like time consuming to kill than difficult.
Oh man, we didn't get any. All right.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, it does too much damage. So much damage.
Yeah, he's got 3 full
Is
items.
he
He's
3
very strong.
items? Okay, so I can't. Oh, I can't do anything against him. Then I'm gonna have to. Is anyone else strong on our team? No.
No.
Okay,
I mean,
so
Caitlyn's
farm.
not too weak.
Yeah, you're right.
The
I
main
just need to
issue
lock
with
Zed
the
down.
Z, there's not a lot of room for error from you. Like when as soon as that E missed, it becomes very hard.
He knows how to play it though, because he's waiting for my E before he ults. So
Yeah, he altered your Q.
right, yeah. Oh, was it my Q?
Yeah, he altered over your Q because you missed your E and then you tried to Q with no E and then he altered it.
The Hui's not really doing anything to me just yet, so really I need to just watch out for Zed. Oh, he's gone mid, right. And Cho's there as well. I'm going to try and push this, put some pressure on whilst they play for drag, because if I get tier 2, yeah, definitely, come on. Right, let's go, they're all bot. It's not even sole point. I'd probably leave it.
Yeah, I think they should leave it and just let you take this. Oh wow, Vex actually got a double kill. Oh well, this is big. Maybe you get back
Oh
into
my
the game now. You
days.
get a
Oh my
T2 and the fight
god.
didn't even go badly down there. It's 3 for 3, so no, it's actually 3 for 2 so far. Very nice. Okay, they got Caitlyn in the end.
Oh fuck. Oh, that's a TP from Cho. Alright, I'm gonna go bot.
Yep.
Do I go? Oh, I'm gonna have to go Dead Man's Plate. I think I need the move speed.
So what you can look to do now is try and get your team to go from base onto Dragon while... Like what you've done in top is create pressure that they want to answer. It doesn't look like anyone's actually going for it though, so they might just leave that top wave. But if they did, then... Oh! Okay, I like that. Nice. Get him! Nice! Huge. Flashing over the E was actually so nice. Good
Cheers,
job.
man. Right, so
He had a
realistically,
long way to run.
yeah, I know. I had Flash and Ghost. I was like, if he doesn't die, you know what?
Yeah, you're also just faster than him baseline because of items as well. Unfortunately, your Nico just died. Maybe you can get the Z. You don't have ult though, so a bit difficult.
Oh, you. Yes. Come on, bleed. Bleed out. I don't know what happened there. I don't know how he's still alive. I thought.
He got...
Did the
It
Vel'Koz die
looked
to
like he
the
got
bullet?
Triumph heal when he killed... Yeah, the Vel'Koz died to Caitlyn ult.
Okay. I should have gone with my original plan of just pushing out bot then. This is insane. Man's done nothing all game and just followed the Z followed the Z about. Okay. They're gonna get that now. I'm gonna try and catch bot. It's gonna be interesting. They're gonna have to go 3 items as well. So am I the only one on my team? Yeah, beautiful. I don't know who can play the other side lane though, because I think Vex just gets.
Yeah, there's not too much you can do about that. Like Vec, there's ways that she can play the side lane to not die. Like she can play it just to clear it rather than to push it. But if she does die, she dies. it's the complete opposite side of the map to you, so
They're going to be
difficult.
doing Baron whilst. Well, maybe not. Oh, okay, that's cool. Because okay, you wave clear. Can Viego kill me realistically at level 16? I don't think so.
You can definitely kill him though.
Didn't get the bleed on him in time. No, no stepping up. Okay. Zed's back up now. Where he's there. I'm gonna have to be careful I don't get just like straight up done in by the Zed. If I can flank these guys though.
Yeah, this is really good. What you're looking for now. This in review, this is what I'll be like looking for you to do a lot of the time. This is very good.
Come back to one of these, please, please, please. Oh, you.
He decided to die instead of going back to his shadow, which I guess it was die or die.
I'll have that.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so
love that you
Zed's
get the
fallen
full
off.
refund on ult once you get level 16 instead of just the temporary one. It's so much nicer.
Death Stance, I think.
Really good against the Zed, yeah.
Yeah, I think I need it. I think he's the only problem for me because everyone else will just melt. Oh, I need to go back bot. What am I doing? That's autopilot. Mumu's there. Is Zed still dead? Yeah, he's back up now. Yeah, warded.
Yeah. That does suggest that there's a ward in that bush. Unless Clay's just randomly throwing his EW on the ground.
Give me something. What? So many knockups.
Yeah.
That's Baron for them now because literally everyone else is so weak. If he's Vex is dead now as well. Yeah, bloody hell. Okay, so they're gonna have to push out bot, but really they're just gonna use this. It's gonna come up mid, aren't they? Why are you stepping up? Why are you stepping up?
She actually nearly got him somehow.
I know.
Crazy.
Oh, the collector didn't just.
The item sucks. I don't know why people buy it. It's so bad. Oh!
Oh my god, someone get him. Right, that's one Baron gone. So much damage to it. I was just didn't want to flash onto him. I thought it's gonna die, right?
That was good to not flat to save your flash.
Oh no, I'm too low health to fight him.
Yep. Ideally, we could have got a base in before this dragon. But what you could do is, if a Mumu's starting the dragon, you can look to try and just heal up on it, or maybe you can heal up on the enemy champions if they run into you. You could heal on Gromp actually. It just spawned.
I need a Mumu to go in first. Oh, not. You know. Oh my god. Right. Okay.
Yep,
They're gonna have soul point now because I can't do anything about it.
Yeah, your jungler died. Like, maybe there's a world where if you were with a Moo because you were already full health and you weren't trying to heal, then maybe, that could have done it, but at the end of the day, he just died randomly.
Let's go and defend this base. 17 seconds and a Moo. He's going to have ult. See, this is the kind of stuff I mean. I do get into these positions a bit more now.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I'm meant to just carry this.
That's all right.
From where I was. I
think we'll spend pretty much the entire review looking at this because your laning is actually really good. Like way better than I would have expected. So basically spend the majority of the review just looking at this stuff in mid to late. Like map movements, when to move, how to set up moves.
Did you get him?
Team fighting.
That was Vel'Koz. I can't. I can't see anything. Too much.
Oh, that's a shame.
Oh, chose. We've got no Blade of the Ruined Kings.
Yeah, you don't really have any damage on your team other than you either at this point.
Yeah. That sucks. I thought I played well there as well, but
in lane you played extremely well. If you keep laning like that, I can't see you losing lane ever to players in this elo. Like, there's such a massive gap between how well you laned and how people lane in.
Well, I played the rest of the game.
Yeah, in the rank you're in.
Got ya.
So yeah, I think if you lane like that, you will just win lane into everybody in this elo, unless you run into like a Smurf account or something.
That is basically how my lanes have been going. Like,
Okay,
I'm not lying to say, that's just.
Yeah. No, I can. I can imagine that. Like looking at it, it makes sense.
Oh, A+. Didn't even get my S. Oh well.
The one thing I would focus on for laning for you would be CSing. I think that's the main weakness now from lane phase.
Yeah, I think it was at just first game of the day as well. But I was definitely not CSing as well as I can. Yeah. Let me just put my oops, wrong one.
Okay. Let's take a look. So yeah, the game started by you pushing him out of XP range, and then you snowballed that into keeping push and crashing third wave, which is really good. Then what you look to do with going into the jungle, right? I don't know if you've been doing it in your games, but this is very good if, let's say, he started bot and he's pathing into you, and then you run in here on wave 3, because he'll be like on his blue a lot of the time, and then you can kill him. If you manage to kill the jungler on his blue, just off of having prio on wave 3 and moving in, that will, like, you'll have such a high chance of winning the game. Because you're not only winning top, you're winning jungle at the same time. So you're winning 2 roles by yourself if you do that. And it just snowballs around the map. Because at the same time, your jungler could be ganking bot or something, and it's just crazy. So I like doing this. Unfortunately, he just left as you got here.
Oh, that is that's upsetting. That is upsetting because I could have killed him. He's only level 2.
If he starts here, like he started here but late. So if he starts here, he's basically always going to be gone. It's if he starts bot and he moves into top, then maybe you can find him and kill him. But you lose 0 minions of XP for that, so it's fine. Here, we can definitely look to let him push this wave out.
Push out, yeah.
And stop him crashing the wave and hold it here. Like you were doing that a lot in the game. And then you can stand like here and push him out of XP range on the wave. And if he tries to walk in, then you can just run him all the way down the lane and kill him.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see what else there is.
Yeah,
to
there's a bit
touch
of a
on in lane.
mistake here. It was a bit too.
Yeah, I think it comes from like, oh, I want to kill him, I want to fight, but that ends up pushing the wave as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is good. He TPs, so you push. And then you reset. And come back to lane.
Yeah, he slow pushed. He should have hard pushed this,
Yep.
but he didn't. Didn't know. Didn't know that's how you're gonna make me lose more.
Okay, so what you can look to do here, there's a couple of this. I mean, this is good, right? You're freezing the wave. He's walking up, and then you're getting a big trade on him. This is nice. Very big trade. Very nice. What I was gonna say is like, let's say here. Imagine you didn't Q, and he throws this Q, and then you just flash W him.
Yeah, he's dead then. Or I've got
Because
his flash.
he's going to
then,
flash
100%.
out, but then you can pull him back in, and then you've traded flash for flash, but you also get a huge trade. Because here you get the pull. I don't think he flashes, right? But you get a big trade. And
I try and do one or two pulls in lane just to see how they react to it.
yeah,
But he wasn't flashing at all. He was just.
you were definitely ready for this level 6, which was good. With how you were positioning, and you knew which minion was going to get it as well, so that's really nice. You were ready for the next minion to give you level 6. I would look to flash on him at level 6. So like here, you're ready, you're walking up, you've got your bleed ticket on it to try and get it to die as well. Here...
Yeah, I could have just left. I could have been a bit more aggressive with that, you're right.
But at any point now, if he walks up to CS, you can just flash on him. And then pull him back in when he flashes out.
I think it's me being greedy. I kind of like to force their flash first, but I don't know. Perhaps I could have done that a lot early. Now looking back at it, because he wasn't doing anything, was he?
I would generally say that the first kill in your lane is the most important one, because it snowballs into the next and so on. Like the earlier you can get that snowball rolling, the better. So if you did manage to kill him here, the earlier you can get it, the better. Yeah, looking for flash W auto there. Flash W ult, I mean. That's good. But here he's just missing the whole wave anyway. I don't like that Q, because now it sort of it would start pushing back into him slowly.
I thought, I was, it's maybe just a bit crap. Can't remember what I was trying to do with it.
Because here, if you just hold the freeze, he's doomed. He actually can't. Like, he can't do anything. And again, this is specifically because Cho'Gath has no dashes, right? So if someone's playing a champ with no dashes and they're walking up near Darius, you can just flash W them, and then after they flash out, you can just pull them back in, and they're dead.
Yeah.
Because they've got nothing left.
Oh, yeah.
But if they've got a dash, then you do have to play around that rather than... Okay. And this guy's spending a lot of time not getting XP, which is very bad for him. I would just look to be a little bit more aggressive here.
Yeah, use my flash a lot more aggressively. Got ya.
Yeah. Especially because he already TP'd as well. Because then he's dying with TP down, so you can just push the wave and recall, and he'll lose the whole wave to the tower.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that you...
Yeah, this was annoying, because I think
if the WQ lands, he's just dead. He's definitely just dead, actually. The WQ up.
Yeah, WQ ult with 5 stack done.
Yep.
Game over.
So here you did just flash at him, and he just died. So
yeah, I think I was definitely nearing an item.
good there in the end. You got there in the end. You eventually flashed on him and killed him. But yeah, I think a lot of players will also be caught out by early flashing on them. Like, people expect you to flash on them when they're low health. People don't expect you to flash on them when they're full health and then pull you back in when they flash out. Because it sounds kind of psychotic. It's like, this guy just flashed on me and I'm full HP. But,
Yeah,
you know,
Darius.
if you have no way out, then it works. Okay, so yeah, here I would definitely look to pull the freeze, and then by pushing in, we're giving him too much freedom. The only times in lanes like this, where you've got a lead as Darius, basically, if you want to play to kill your opponent, you want to pull the wave up here, like this. If there's something else you want to play for, then you can push. So if you, let's say you really wanted to play for plates or something, or you wanted to play for grubbies, or you see a window to gank mid, or you want to invade jungle like what you did, do you know when a Mumu took this blue and you sat in the bush?
Yeah.
Then, yeah, go for the push. But otherwise, I would pull the wave and just have it here, and then let him make the mistake of walking into CS. Like, wait until, a lot of the time, all it'll take is for you to pull the wave, and for there to be a cannon minion here, and people will die for that cannon minion so often.
Yeah.
People just aren't willing to let them go. Because you could extend this trade so much longer, but there's a tower in your way, so you can't. Whereas if you pull it up,
think getting to just to like almost greedy, trying to do everything.
It's what it is. I think is that you spend your whole time, like, let's say the wave was here, right, and then you were here and he was here, and you spent the whole time pushing him all the way away from the wave, and you're not even giving him an inch, and then all of a sudden now, what I'm asking you to do is just let him push. So it goes from not giving him a single inch to now, yeah, just let him play this wave, and start doing that again next wave. You know, like it feels a bit weird to allow him to play this one. He ends up in a worse position though after this one. So
yeah, I wasn't giving him a turn.
Yeah, just take your foot off the gas a little bit, and then we'll put it down hard on the one after.
Yeah, got ya.
And it's purely just based on the position of the wave. That's all. We just want it here rather than here. So also in this position, the slower, like, instead of last hit in here, if you can last hit here, it will push in even quicker because his minions stay alive longer, and that's what you want. You want it as far up as you can get it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But yeah, there's only like small tips I think for your lane, and then just try to focus on getting as much CS as you can, because other than that, your laning has gotten very, very good. Okay, so this is really good, right? This is a good time to push, because it's like you're pushing for a reason.
Yeah.
You're pushing and converting it into something else. Those are the good times to push. So if there's grubbies going on, or, you know, if this invade's coming in, or let's say when you start getting higher, your junglers and mids might look for dives if the guy's low. I don't think too many will do it at this point, but I would expect you to end up in a higher rank. What happens here?
I mean,
yeah, he got silenced. He walked back into the thing there, which is a bit awkward. But he got his flash.
yeah, I think if I really go hard at it next split, because I'm definitely using this split as like, right, I don't care my win-loss, I'm just learning how to play this game.
And then just play to win next split.
Yeah.
See where you end up.
Yeah. I mean, I always play to win, but I definitely find myself limit testing.
No, but limit testing is really good for improving, so.
I've limit tested a crap ton, like trying to figure out how to kill people, where I can get them from.
I can kind of tell as well, because like in lane, when there was this thing where you looked to flash W ult him, I feel like before you wouldn't know that would kill, whereas now it's like I wouldn't even. You're aware that I only need this much damage to kill him, and then you just wait here and you just kill him. I think maybe there's a chance you don't even need your ghost. You could maybe try to greed and hold it, but at the same time you just kill him, so you hit him with the emote as well. Yeah,
just to BM as much as possible.
Yeah.
I play with chat off, but I like my emotes too. This was too greedy. I really should have gone after here, just not pushed it, walked away. Oh, was it this
Oh,
one?
yeah, you agreed for the plate.
It was this one, yeah, because it knocks
Honestly,
me up. Yeah.
this is really... This ended up being really big as well, because it took away a lot of your momentum in the lane.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
this was a big mistake. I felt it.
if you can get... Ignoring this, where you greeted for the plate and died. Like, at this point, right? If you can get your lane to this point consistently, then what we want to look to do next... You said we want to kill this tower. That is really nice if we can do. But I'll talk to you about what to do if you can't get the tower. And how to... We're going to start looking at how to impact the map more. So let's look like here. What I would look to start doing is either stacking or just pushing waves to create tempo and pressure. And then looking to move around the map. So for example, if I turn objective timers on here, I'll tell you exactly what I would do in this situation. I see that Dragon's coming up in 26 seconds, right? Now, a lot of this is going to start getting more like strategic than sort of in the game. But that's what we're here for. It's to get you in the right place at the right time, because we've spent a lot of time building up your ability to fight people as Darius. So now to finish off, it's like, how do we get you in a position to fight them in the first place?
Yeah.
What I would do is Why is my pen so fat? 1 second. Let me just send my pen to Weight Watchers. Okay. I would fast push this wave, and then I would go between his tower, and I would proxy this wave down here. Do you know why I would do that?
So he's stuck under tower farming then.
Yep.
Viego is... Do we know Viego's bot here? Because that's the only reason you'd send me to proxy, right? If there was no jungle.
I think you're strong enough to proxy into the jungle. And like, if Viego runs into you right now, you just kill him.
Fair. You just kill him. Okay, so just do it to force him under tower. Give me more time to then do something else on the map, I guess.
That's exactly right. So by crashing a wave, you force him under tower, and then it's gonna come in and it's gonna bounce off the tower. By proxying a wave, it essentially doubles the time, because it takes longer for this next wave to get here, which will then bounce off the tower. It basically gives you one extra wave, which waves come every 30 seconds. So it basically gives you 30 more seconds to play with. And then what I'd be looking to do is play for this dragon, because this is like the big objective that's coming up.
Yeah. So, I wasn't looking enough on that, was I?
The things I would always pay attention to are when dragons are spawning, and if you're really strong, if you can bring yourself into this dragon every time, it's going to be really hard for the enemies to play. Then from there, following that same train of thought, we can try to, once we get into this position where we're very strong, to get here in the first place, like I was talking about your aggressive flash, I think you just send your summoner spells, you just use them to get kills. Once you get here, the value of these summoner spells is very much about the team fights. So you want to start like trying to save them for like this. The fact that you've got flash going into this is really nice. It creates so many more ways that you can flash onto Hui or something if he's not in range, or you can 5-stack on, I don't know, Viego and then flash it onto Hui and Zed and stuff like that. There's so many more things you can do with summoners as Darius than without.
We were really strong at this point as well, weren't we? So I definitely should have been looking to
No, that's okay. That's what we're going to be looking at now, is how we can set this up. So there's a couple of things you can do. One is just if you crash a stacked wave, it's going to sit under here longer naturally anyway. So you can look to stack a wave, but the reason I would proxy here is I don't have time to stack a wave.
I got you.
So if you find yourself in this position, also the other thing is if this tower's gone, you can just deep push, and then it's basically like you're killing the same wave as if you'd proxied. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, understood.
So if the tower's gone, if you have managed to successfully get this tower, you can just deep push and then you can move. If it isn't, you can stack a wave and then you can move. Or if you don't have time to stack a wave, or just if you're feeling very confident in your ability to do so, you can push one and then you can proxy one down here. And that will give you a really nice window where you've got loads of time to come down here. Oh, one more thing I can talk about is that sometimes when you push this wave, you proxy this wave, right? And this dragon's going on. Sometimes your mid will clear the wave and run into river. And then by the time you get here, the next wave comes. So you can push this one too. And then
Yeah.
you've got prio in mid again. So a lot of the time it might end up that you end up proxying this wave, walking into mid, taking this wave, and then joining the fight. It's just something to keep an eye out for. I think you'll if you start doing this like stack a wave or proxy a wave or deep push if you've got the tower into move down to dragon, you'll start seeing times where you get mid and there's a wave there and you're like, oh okay, yeah, I'll take this one, because then the enemy loses this to the tower while we're playing the Drake fight.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems pretty. It seems straightforward, doesn't it? But don't see it unless you've been told.
Yeah, it's because I think the main thing is like understanding how to extend the window. Because if you just fast push one wave and try to walk all the way to Drake, he's just going to push back, and you're going to lose all your minions to the tower.
And that's what ended up happening. Yeah,
so
2, 3,
really
4 waves.
You've got to be setting it up with either a stacked wave. I would say like, you know, like what you do in the early game where you stack wave 1 and wave 2 and then you crash wave 3, like that sort of pattern. Or just fast push and then proxy, which is, it's easier to do, but it's also riskier because, you know, like let's say this guy turned up when you're trying to proxy the wave, the Zed can definitely kill you. So it is riskier to proxy. It's safe. A lot of the time if you watch pro play, they'll just stack waves because it's the safest way to do it. But also a lot of champions, for example, Cho'Gath with his Q, they can kind of stop you stacking a big wave because they keep queuing it. So then you probably do need to look for an angle to proxy.
Yeah, he's definitely got a lot of wave clear.
Yeah. And then again,
but he just wasn't interested in playing this wave, was he?
I'm trying not to overcomplicate it, like throw too many things at you at once, but just by following the same sort of logic trail of like, how can I get myself into this position where I can move easily? We can look at sort of things like, let's say dragon spawns in 1 minute 30, which is 3 waves time, because it's 30 seconds for a wave. So the first wave, you could fast push, and then you could go and like drop this ward here. You can't really see because the scoreboard's in the way, but you know, so that you can see this.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Then you can come back to lane, and it will now be 1 minute. And then what you can do is you can just chill until it gets to like 30 seconds, and then you could fast push, and then you could come down here and proxy, and then you've already got this ward in place, which would help you with your proxy. So you can set up the wave for your roam with your proxy, and you can set up your proxy by pushing the wave a while ago and warding. So there's like you can build upon each thing and sort of make it. It's basically planning ahead is the whole concept. Because like, imagine you were here right now. You could probably kill Viego and secure Dragon for your team, but also Amumu's doing Herald. This is kind of just a trade, which is fine. But yeah, I'm thinking, okay, in 5 minutes, I want to be at this dragon. Like, dragons are basically the #1 thing that, like, people will 5v5 for them, and also they're very good at winning the game if you get them. So if you're very strong and you're looking for somewhere to say, like, how can I use this in a meaningful way? A dragon 5v5 is going to be a really meaningful way where you can use that. And then if you can hold... Why is my pen doing this when I move it to the edge of the screen? Basically, I was going to draw a box around your summoner spells. If you can hold on to your summoner spells... So what I would be thinking now is like, okay, I've got... Like, Flash is a 5-minute cooldown. So unless I use it right now, I probably just want to hold on to my Flash, if at all possible. Ghost, though. Ghost is a 3.5-minute cooldown? Is it 240? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 4 minute. It used to be 210. It used to be 3.5. Now it's 4 minute. So Ghost is a 4-minute cooldown. So you've got this 50-second window here where if you need to Ghost for something, you like, let's say you could kill this guy by ghosting on him. If it's in the next 50 seconds, yeah, you can go for it. To be honest, even if it's not, I'd say Flash is more important than Ghost, but I do really like to have both of them going into it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can see myself just pushing these back and forth. Wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, you're kind of just giving him waves at this point.
Yeah.
But any of these plays that you did, like the one where you came and sat in this bush while Amumu did this, and this one here where you come around here and you're gonna flank them as these two come in like this, and you're gonna kill both of them. These plays where you push and then you go and do something deliberately off of your push, they're very good. So definitely look for those. So as a general rule of thumb, as the 3 things that we've covered, is that if you want to play to kill this guy, pull the wave up here and hold it here. If you have something that you deliberately want to play for, like this situation that's happening here, then you can push and go and play for that, which is exactly what you did. That's really good. And then when the dragon's coming up, or when the objective that's opposite your lane is coming up, so sometimes you might have moved into bot lane, then what you would want to do is deep push if the tower's gone. Otherwise, you can stack a wave, or you can fast push one and then proxy.
Yeah, got ya.
And that gives you loads of time to move all the way across the map. And then for this Drake fight, right? Let's say, if we just talk some conceptual stuff about approaches, it's hard to show specific examples because unless you do them, they're not really there.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
So I'm going to be drawing pictures. So if we say like this is dragon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the enemy team is here, and your team is here. This is a really good position for you because you can come into mid and take this wave, and then you can come in here, and then you've like boxed them in, you know? So
yeah.
coming for a flank for Darius is really good because the difficulty for Darius is getting in range. But if they're running away from you here, they're running into your entire team. So it's kind of hard to run away. Likewise, if this is your team and the enemy's here, where do you think I would go as Darius? So you push this wave because you've just come down from from top after your proxy. You push this wave. Where do you go?
Behind the dragon pit.
Yep. Walk through here, and then you're in a really good position as Darius. Yeah.
Maybe switching to a sweeper at this point then.
Definitely. If you're looking for these flanks, sweeper is very good.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%, yeah.
Nice.
Yes, that's interesting. I definitely could have done more with the waves before this then, so even at 12-13 minutes.
Yeah. I really like this though. You deliberately move for something, you end up getting Zed's shutdown, which is huge. Your combo was really nice there as well. You ulted before 5 stacks, but you knew it would kill.
Yeah.
And do you kill this
I
guy
had the
too?
damage on the Mumu gets him, but yeah, otherwise it would have been. But it doesn't matter at this point. He was worth nothing. Yeah, that was a big fight, that one.
And you get the tower. I think you die here because you're kind of hesitant to take the next wave, and then you leave it, and then you run back, and by the time you run back, Zed's here. Whereas I think if you just fast push this wave, he's not going to be here in time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely
if you just kill the wave.
Got me killed.
And then by the time you decide to kill the wave, he's here, and he can stop you.
God, he was a level down on me as well. I didn't.
Yeah, he had ult and you didn't though. That was the
that was the thing.
The difficulty. He's also very strong.
God.
He's got 2.5 items at this point.
Burst damage is insane. How did it? I thought Vex is quite a hard counter to.
Not specifically
anyway,
to Zed because he doesn't dash, so he doesn't charge up her dash thing.
Yeah.
He just blinks.
You can't do anything about that then, so it's fine. That's one thing I've tried to be less concentrating on how many deaths. I'll see who's like strong, but other than that, so I know who I need to kill. So I get Sterax here.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Yeah. Let me just put this back on here. I'm just writing some notes for you. Oh. It's not following you. There we go.
Yeah, we lost towers everywhere, and that was. This was the exact point where I was now wondering, now what the hell do I do? 19 minutes in, I was like, okay, I guess I'll try and push side lanes, but oh man, he's been doing that all the time. I think he started reading me as way I was moving.
Okay. Okay, here you tried to fight him and didn't manage to beat him. Let's have a little bit of a look at some mechanical stuff.
He definitely seems like one of those champions with a lot of...
Just trying to reach him with the E trying to reach him with the E was the mistake you made, because as soon as he sees that, he's like, oh, you don't have E, I can fight, you know.
Right, got ya.
Because if you have E, you can EQ him. Now he could ult your EQ if he's really quick. That wouldn't be ideal. But yeah, that's just whiffing that E is really scary. Also, he's just a full item ahead of you, so probably not a good.
Yeah,
like in theory, not a good 1v1 to take, but also just trying to outplay is going to help you get better mechanically anyway. So
yeah, no, I did feel like I learnt a lot playing into a Z there.
Yeah,
so definitely not missing an E.
Yeah. Okay, so what would we want to do theoretically? Let's assume you're alive right now, right? Obviously, we're dead, so you can't actually do it.
Yeah, cheers. Yeah.
But if you were alive, what should your plan be based on what we just talked about?
Okay, let's have a look. So, Dragon's up in 50.
Yep.
So ideally, I'd want to push top into the second tier.
Yep.
Base
and then
and down straight for the dragon fight to look for a flank.
Yep. Basing.
If I was alive in the air.
Basing after this wave to come dragon is okay. I would do that if you need items. Otherwise, I would try to come through mid for a couple of reasons. One is that if both teams are already on dragon, like I said, then you can push it. Or two is that the enemy team might be trying to get mid push against your team in order to move into Drake first.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, if you've got top prio, like you've pushed it here and you come in, you can either help your team get mid push, or you can just come behind the enemy team that are trying to push and kill them, like get a pick before.
Got ya.
So like, if mid push is still contested, you can look for a pick or to help your team push. If it isn't and they're already on the dragon, then you can push it in if you need to, or otherwise just go straight in.
Got ya. So yeah, dependent on item or not, and then just go straight across.
Yeah.
Because I guess I could fight. The only person I was struggling fighting was Zed. Really, everyone else doesn't. It's not scary.
Yeah, you didn't struggle against the Hui, even though he was strong. Flash over he was really nice at that one time, and you just ran him down. So yeah, it's really hard for you. Actually, you're a Mumu's top here. Now, a lot of the time, you might be trying to do these really correct setups as top lane, and then the rest of your team just won't be around dragon. The only thing you can do about that is use pings to communicate. So you can start spam pinging dragon as you start doing your setup, you can spam ping dragon, and then they'll be aware that dragon's coming up.
Yeah.
Aside from that, there's not too much you can do. You can't physically make your team go to it, but you can try through pings.
Yeah.
I would use pings a lot. I would basically never use chat.
I'm always in party chat. I don't.
Okay, nice.
Have it on.
But the pings are really good. So here you get the T2 instead of being at dragon, which is good. Like in this situation, I would tell you, yeah, you can't get to dragon in time, so take the T2 instead, and you do that, and it's good for you. If you didn't die to that Z earlier, you would have already had this push, and you could have been here. Do you know what I mean?
And I could have been there,
if I use this as an example, right, you can see how this is where the Drake is already being contested, and enemy has mid prior. So this is a case where you as you come on your flank could push in mid and then come for your flank, so that your team has mid prior and you're on the
Zed's not even there. I would have got 4 kills here. Oh yeah, he is there. I still would have got 4 kills if I was just behind.
Yeah, I think you could absolutely murder this team fight if you were going in here. Yeah.
Oh god, that's oh man, so the death really impacted my timing.
Which
then,
is it's weird, isn't it? That like it's almost like the butterfly effect. It's like that one thing so long ago where you died here just meant that you weren't in position 2 waves later in order to come and play this. But now that you look at it in replay and you can see like the line that you would take, like the sequence to get you there, does it all make sense as to how you?
It's I think I do try and look at these objective timers, but I think I get overwhelmed overwhelmed. I mean, my brain starts going into overdrive when I know that I'm potentially the only strong one on my team.
Yeah, okay.
And I do kind of start looking like, well, I need to start playing for myself a lot here, and
Yeah.
maybe that's I guess that's why I died. So
What you did really well, I think, is identified that Zed and Hui had bounties and were strong, and then you were like looking for opportunities to kill them. I think that's really good.
yeah,
Having like a
because I
target
was
on
also
them
strong.
is a good
Yeah,
mentality to have.
cheers, man. But that's something which I think I see Xiao Chao Ming do that a lot. Is like looking at the
Yeah,
scoreboard
yeah.
and going, "Oh, this guy needs to die." Again, not that I can understand Chinese, but
You can kind of get like by
you
his
kind of get what he.
watching his clicks on his screen. You
Yeah.
can kind of figure out what he's thinking.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. League's quite a universal language.
Yeah.
In that regard.
Okay, yeah. So here I was thinking like. Actually, what you do is really nice. You go and kill that Hui, and I would have expected that to maybe turn into a dragon off of that pick. But here, your top wave that you just left is in a good position. It's pushed, so it's going to be coming back into you, and the enemy's going to be losing these minions, and then there's going to be a nice big minion wave for you to catch when you come back after this Drake play. So here, what I would, if I was coaching your team as a team, is I would tell your whole team to run here out of base because someone on the enemy team really wants to sort this wave out. So, like, obviously, solo queue is nowhere near this coordinated, but the theory behind it would be, if we're here and they come here, then they're losing this wave, and we can just not start the Drake. We can just back off again. And then if they do go to get this wave instead of losing it, then we can start the Drake.
4v5.
But I think this is very nice. This guy's very overextended. I wouldn't. In my games, I would expect him to just leave after he pushes this wave, but he actually stays. And then, obviously, if you see this is a mistake by him, and you can run him down, and then you run him down, and this flash is really nice as well. Let's have a look.
That's what I thought. I was like, what is he doing?
That's such a good flash. I like the E as well. It didn't land, but the idea was good. And then you just kill him.
I had to ghost as well because I knew I was going to get some dumb fear. He's got so much in his kit.
So yeah, I would probably just look to start the dragon now because you're playing 4v5 at this point.
Yeah. Then you're right. They just let that wave. They didn't. I don't know if they actually fixed that wave.
They're just going to lose this wave and then probably some of this wave too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure what she's doing.
She was really giving them some nice fat gold there.
Okay, so here.
Oh, that was looks so slow.
Oh yeah, I know. The problem here is that your Nico's already dead, and the only thing you could do is be there sooner. The reason I would say that you can be there sooner here, normally you do want to push the wave out to create pressure before you go in, but in this case, you just killed Hui, so you have you push the waves to create pressure to create numbers advantages. What I was saying, when someone comes top to do this, then you have numbers advantage here. But you already have numbers advantage because you killed him. So here you could just go straight into Dragon after killing. Something as well, if you ever kill a couple of people in mid or something, you can look to start Baron with the numbers advantage. These are numbers advantage into starting objectives is really nice.
Yeah, I get you. So alright, so because I'd already created the pressure in that regard by killing someone.
Yeah.
In game before YouTube gets taken down. Your video gets taken down. Yeah, I see. Oh, so just play that back. So what happened to because I was properly. This is one thing that I would have reviewed myself as well because I had no idea what happened here.
So the Caitlyn ult hits the Vel'Koz here, and then that Vex ult. I don't know how that misses.
How has that missed? Yeah, this is what I didn't get. I was like, why? How is this?
Oh, it ran out of range. It disappeared. The range ran out. No way, that's so unlucky.
Because I was thinking to myself, like, why hasn't Vex just dashed in there and we get this 5-man kill? Oh, right. So it just was. That is unlucky.
From this point, it becomes quite difficult because now they've got quite a sizable lead and soul point. But there were examples earlier where we could have impacted more, but there's still things
Yeah,
we can do.
absolutely.
So, for example, here, what I would look to do when there's no... You're not playing around Dragon right now, right?
No.
Here, I would look to push this wave out, which you've done, and then look for like mid lane flanks. And if you can come behind them here and pincer them in and get picks or something, then you can start looking for Nash off of that.
Got ya.
So here, I think you could already be moving up, and you could be behind them here, and looking to try and kill people, and then go for Baron or something. It is very good to get T2 turrets, but it's very difficult to get T2 turrets a lot of the time.
I look quite AWOL, don't I? Because I'm kind of doing my own thing.
Yeah, yeah. And it's more
really...
about, like, imagine that your teammates are just completely hopeless. They're like sheep that you need to shepherd. But also you have to go to work. So you go to work, which is pushing the lane out, and then you finish your shift and you're like, right, where's my sheep? Oh, they're over here. I'm gonna have to go and sort my sheep out. It's a very strange analogy, but
yeah.
But yeah, you sort your wave out, you're in a good position, and then it's like, okay, now I can help my team. Now we'll do like the best thing you can look for on Darius is normally a flank, and then, you know, like if they're pushing up here, you can flank them and kill them, and then if you kill them, you can get Baron, and suddenly you're back in the game.
Because their teammates they're so far pushed up. Like if I was just there 30 seconds earlier,
that'll happen a lot. People will just walk up mid, and you'll be able to just walk in behind them, and then they're in that position again where, like, you've got a Mumu here, and then you've got Vel'Koz here, and Darius here, and it's like, well, he can't go this way, and he can't go this way. You can kind of try to go this way, maybe. Yeah, it's not a good position for him to be in.
No. No, yeah, so I'm just down in doing interesting.
Here
I did go flank this time though, yeah.
Yeah, this is good. I think I said actually that in review this is what I would be telling you to do. Unfortunately, your team, I think they do manage to kill Zed. Yeah, they do. Okay, you were waiting for him to pop back. I think that's reasonable. It did look like he was going to pop back there.
Well, only because he'd done that to me earlier, where he was like, "Okay, I'm just going to go away now, wait," and he just didn't. So I was like, "Okay." But I wanted that shut down.
Okay. What you want to be thinking at these points? I don't think you. Maybe no, I don't think you can. But every time this happens, you come from your side lane and you come into here, and you kill people like enemy team. Now you're thinking, can we do this? Can we do Baron? And only by trying it a lot will you figure out like the very tight situations where it's like, maybe we could have, maybe we couldn't. I think in this situation it's fairly safe to assume that with Hui alive and Viego alive, especially since Viego's the jungler, so he's the one with the smite on the enemy team, it's probably too risky to do Baron. But let's say your Vex and your Nico had survived this encounter and you'd like 3-for-0'd them, then you would definitely be looking for Baron. That's kind of like the consequence that you're looking for off of these sorts of plays.
Yeah, got ya.
Okay. Let's see how much more we've got to go through. Okay, yeah, this bush was watered. So here, there's a couple of things you could do here. But first thing I would do from base is I would notice that this wave was coming in. So I would go and push bot wave, and then look for, you know, like the pattern that we were just talking about. It's push bot wave, coming behind in mid, and then, like you said, Sweeper becomes very good then. I do think Sweeper is quite good on Darius at this stage in the game because he's a champion that likes to flank.
Yeah.
So yeah, you look for your rotation into mid. That's a highlight and not a pen. This Epic Pen program really does throw me some curveballs. do this. Once you come in mid, even if you, let's say you don't kill them, right, they manage to run away, then
Yep.
it would be from here, that would probably be about a minute later. So it would be like 40 seconds and 47 seconds until dragon. So then I would look to try
Yeah.
and push top and then get that in a good position so that we can rotate in.
Yeah.
If you're in a team-based environment, then both of your solo laners would be communicating to each other about who's going to handle which one. In solo queue, like I said, you kind of have to assume that your teammates are useless sheep, and it's just like, I will sort the important one, and I'll hope that they do the less important one. So
I have been watching quite a lot to try and know that when. This is why I was going for tier 2 so hard, because I was like, if I can get these down at least.
yeah, then you can push
So go
really
to the
deep.
lane. Yeah.
There's two big advantages to T2s. One is that Whippo calls them your second Nexuses because they're worth 700 gold.
Yeah.
They just give you a huge injection of cash. And then two is the amount of pressure you can create by pushing in, because you can push so deep. It's basically like you pushed an extra wave because it takes even longer for it to bounce back. So you increase the duration of your roam timers again.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that
that's
happens when you kill this one.
I'm just not. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know where that's come from that I don't look. Oh well, we'll see this. What happens here first. I think I'll get the kill on the Vel'Koz and then die.
Yeah.
Because I just get
There's a lot of
CC'd
damage
to
on you
oblivion.
straight away.
This is one thing that
Did you
really
run-
gets on my nerves sometimes, where people just don't. So what they're doing, just come in with me.
I'm not sure where
Let's
he's
do
going,
this.
yeah.
Vex is literally walking away. She's not got ult. Okay.
To be honest,
maybe.
I don't think there's too much anyone can do at this point in the fight. You probably just went a little too ham, but at the same time, you're kind of looking for a way back into the game, so going ham is quite nice. It looked like they might have been
perhaps
caught
it
out,
was-
so you went for it. That's fine.
Yeah, perhaps it was just me.
That will go into yeah. When do you spawn? I don't think there's too much left, right? Yeah, they're in our base now.
It was just that.
But I just want to go over the things that I've written. You killed
Yeah, no
Z
worries.
at one point. Oh right, yeah, it's in the base. Okay, so yeah, I'm
They
gonna
get munched.
put what I'm gonna send it to you, and then I'm also just gonna screenshot it. You told me that a hotkey for snipping tool, right? But I can't remember it. What was it?
Windows Shift and S.
Thank you. It's not working. Is it
It
because I'm
should-
in? There we go. I think it was because I was in like tabbed into League.
Yeah.
Where did it go? Is it?
Let's try again, and it'll It should come up, and then you draw a.
Yeah. I'll leave this and then I can just open it manually. It wasn't like, you know when you can see the picture in the snipping tool app? It wasn't doing that. I think it
Yeah.
had copied it to my clipboard, but it wasn't. Here we go. I just wanted to show stream in the video. So
Yep.
we've got, these are just like the main things we went over there. First, if you're trying to kill the enemy laner, pull the wave rather than pushing. If you're doing a deliberate play, grubs, invade, etc., then pushing is good because then you have prio for it. Once we've got objective plays like Dragon, we're looking for those either stacking a wave or fast pushing into proxy, or if we've got the tower down, we can deep push, and then we can run through mid into the objective plays, and then you've got all your stuff like you can push mid as well to get prio there. Looking for flanks when doing that, trying to hold your summoner spells for those fights. One thing that I've put here as well is try to be in as many team fights as you possibly can and limit test them for practice, because your ability to play team fights is going to be really important. And then when there's no obvious objective, so like towards the end of the game there we were looking at, you look for those flanks into mid, into kills, into potential barons.
Got ya.
All right, you want to go for the second game?
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
See if there you go. You should be able to see my screen now.
Let's have a look.
That's come through.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh,
Awesome.
that my stream that I just put on? What? Oh, it is. I just put my own stream on my own screen, and then it just like went infinite.
Yeah,
There we go.
nice effect. Yeah, lot to digest. What kind of like is this stuff that you'd expect like bronze and silver and that to know, or
Not
is this
even
like
remotely. No.
got ya?
But I also do think you're ready for it because, like, genuinely, the first maybe 10 minutes of your game was, like, honestly, like, above platinum level. It was very, very good compared to, like, where you are ranked.
Got ya.
So if you can get the rest of your game to that level, I think
Yeah.
you'll when you do your climb in the next split, you'll actually climb quite high. But yeah, consider me impressed with your laning phase for sure.
Cheers, man. Yeah, it's the easiest one to practice as well because you get it every game.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, definitely.
but yeah, it's it's like I say, there's a lot of I watch a lot. I'm playing as much as I possibly can. You know, it's not as much as I'd like. Ideally, I'd probably like to push it a lot more, but you know,
Yeah.
life.
Well, I
Um,
need you to climb really high as well because if you like, let's say next split you reach like diamond or something, then I can
Bro.
do I can make a video of the first session and the last session combined, and then
Oh yeah,
clickbait title it like this player climbed from bronze to diamond. You know.
that's split. Yeah,
So the
you'd
higher
have
you climb, the
that.
better it is for me.
It'd be a phenomenal bit of content for you. Absolutely. No, I'm the fact that you're like saying that it's above platinum makes me feel better, but I think I'm being less hard on myself as well in the sense that I do recognize that I'm playing a better laning phase now, and I know I need to know how
Yeah,
to
yeah.
start. Went from bronze to diamond in one split. People are gonna call boosted.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they'll be checking to see if your summoner spell swapped around.
100%. Yeah. You know what they did one game because my friggin' Mobilytic decided that it wanted
Oh,
to reset. So I was like, I flashed is when I should have ghosted. I was like, what the hell happened? I had to just switch my hotkeys around in game because you can't swap them around. And I was like, I was just so upset because I had a really good start to that game as well.
I had a game
Yeah,
in
it was.
my I was doing unranked to master with Nasus as one of my series. I haven't had a chance to play in a while because I've been so busy with like hospital appointments and stuff.
Yeah.
But I normally play teleport ghost, but I was trying out teleport flash, and I went to press
Oh,
ghost just to help with my spacing. Because I could like space it. I think I was against Gragas or something. I could like space him out and dodge his spells or something, and I just flashed on the spot, and it was like, oh no.
hard mode. Yeah, Nasus was. I think he's been nerfed this patch, hasn't he?
Yep,
Because of his silly
they
E.
nerfed him really hard. I think what it is they don't want him at Worlds, so they were just like, right, just destroy him. Because obviously this patch now is the patch that the World Championship's going to be played on.
He'll be played on, yeah.
So they did the same thing for Azir. They just absolutely destroyed Azir. Like he's gone.
I think they've done it to Smolder as well, haven't they?
Yeah, they gutted Smolder as well. All the champs
they've
that
just
they
been.
don't want to see, they were just like, just absolutely nuke them. We'll fix them afterwards. It's fine.
Here's a dodge because I banned Yorick probably.
Yeah, it looks like.
Nah, it'd be something else, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that when I stopped caring as much about my win rate and LP and all that, and I was just like, right, I just need to play this game in ranked. So I'm playing people which are probably 90% bronze and 10% Smurfs.
Yeah.
I told you about that normal game I had against where they had an emerald top
Yeah.
laner and an
Yeah.
emerald jungler.
How did that go? How did lane
I
go?
got I brutalized that Urgot, man. Bro didn't know what hit him. He must have been like,
You're smacking Emerald Top. Imagine Emerald Top queues into Bronze Top and just gets slapped.
and he was like a 300,000 point Urgot as well. It wasn't as if he was just like trying him out for the first time. And I was like, this
the
guy.
proof is in the pudding.
I sent that clip to you when they tried to bait me into there was both emeralds and I killed them both. And I was like, that feels good. It's a shame it's a normal, but feels good. Yeah, I mean, I don't put too much into that because it is a normal at the end of the day, and I'm not playing against emeralds day in day out. So it is what it is. But did feel was a little slight ego boost.
Of course, as it should
Double
be.
Yorick ban. Here we go. Darius gets picks against me. Oh, interesting. The jungler band.
Yeah, unless they swapped, maybe.
Well, there's a Kale ban as well, so.
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. I'm going to set it to this to begin with. And see. Oh, this is a Smurf, right? Zed jungle. He's going to just run through them.
Maybe, or maybe he's just a bronze Zed jungle. Let's hope for the Smurf.
I always find it. I mean, I don't care, but I always find it funny when you see a Diana jungle because they're either like literally smurfing diamonds, or I'm gonna call that's the Yasuo ADC from the last game that we had, and the Pantheon.
Right. Yeah, maybe.
Pantheon mid. Pantheon's a bit of a weird matchup into me.
Pantheon's one of those champions where he could just be anywhere really, except ADC. But he could just be in any of the other roles. You never know.
But I reckon I do kill him if he's not running Ignite. I might be a bit more careful if he's running Ignite. Oh no, it's gonna be a Garen lane. Fine.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, but we're good. We're good. So the only I do get a little bit worried if I see phase rush Garen, but only because he knows what he's doing a bit more into a Darius if he's playing phase rush, because he's going to not take the long trades.
Yeah, I think a lot of people just take phase rush anyway, because it's like recommended now, because a lot of people started doing it.
Oh, is it?
Just to Beyblade on people. But the good thing about if he takes phase rush is that you do win long trades, like you said. He's going to try not to take them.
Yeah, he's going to try.
So if you can get him in
a
long trade, it's really good for you.
The problem is that he can remove slows with his Q and phase rush, and I've only got 2 slows.
Yeah.
So I kind of have to sometimes. It kind of turns into a bit of a game of chess. If he does know what he's doing and he tries to bait me out, then I'm gonna have to not fight him. But
yeah, he is phase rush. He's also teleport, which is interesting for a Garen.
A teleport flash Garen. Okay, let's
That skin, man. That skin has fallen from grace. It used to be my favorite splash art in the game, Rugged Garen, and now it's just
Rugged Garen.
Yeah. Do you remember the old splash? It's so cool. I'll send it to you.
Not off the top of my head.
I'll send it to you in DMs.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I haven't done my Loldal today. I need to go and do that.
Ooh.
Later.
I never started doing them. I'll put it on stream as well. Everyone else can see. This is what it used to look like.
So fun. Loldal.
There you go. That's the old Rugged Garen. Beautiful splash.
I'll have a look in a sec.
Yeah. Yeah, play your game. It's priority over looking at my flash art that I've sent you.
I mean, if I was like a Diamond Smurf, I'd be like, oh yeah, let me just check that out. Alright, let's have a little look. Zyra bot. So it takes him 3 autos to proc that, doesn't he? I'll probably get 4 on him spells, before he does. Yeah, so
his E will count as 1. The way to think about it for phase rush is that it's always 1 per button press, is how they've done it. So even though his E hits multiple times and gives him multiple stacks of Conqueror, it's only 1 for phase rush. Because he only presses the button 1 time.
That's why Conqueror is so brutal for
Yep. I'm trying to think off the top of my head who has it, but there's certain champions who can like Lee Sin, right? His Q he can press twice. That would count as 2 for phase rush because it's 2 button presses.
yes, the new meta phase rush Lisi.
Okay.
Okay, I see how it is.
Nice, big trade. Okay, huge trade. You get level 2 of Cryo now.
Oh no!
I'd definitely drink your
Target
potion
champion zone,
here.
you're still on.
Oh, nice. It's good that you used that, actually. I don't because I'm lazy, but I should. Maybe I'll start putting that in my games. Maybe you're coaching me at this point.
Yeah, boy, that'll be the day.
Oh,
Oh, that was just awful. I thought I was a lot closer to him.
it's okay. If you crash the wave, he's in a really bad position if you just recall.
Oh, I'm gonna crash this one.
Yep. Yeah, this is the one I meant. The third wave.
Yeah.
It's normally the third wave that you want to crash. And if he tries to stop you, you kill him.
I lagged there.
Yeah, I saw. Okay, nice. Maybe I wouldn't
That's
recall because of
interesting.
what
Why
Zed's
lagged?
doing. Like maybe you could look at Zed, look with Zed.
That is a good shout. I missed that completely because of my lag spike. What the
Yeah,
fuck happened there?
lag does throw you off. It means you don't get your reset in, but it just means you're available if if Zed had started fighting. If the guy
Yeah.
had turned up and Zed needed you, you were there. At this point, he's got his W spell. If you can ever get him to use it, it's like a 20-second cooldown, so you can play around that.
That's annoying. Walked with me.
I definitely tried to get a reset in though, because oh, that would have been lovely if you got it. Because yeah, he's got teleport, so it'd be nice to get a reset. Maybe off of just this push.
Second push. It doesn't do anything to me. Yeah, I think he's not going to be able to push that one. If he does, it's fine.
Should be cannon wave if I counted correctly.
Yes, wave 6.
Yeah.
That's annoying that I wasn't there for this fight. Flash in, Rise, flash in, flash QW route. Come on. Yeah, fucking hell. You'd love to see it.
Okay, if this
He
is
got
where
the
it's
kill,
like,
but
if Garen, if you tried to crash this wave, you die. So
yeah, he's not gonna, because I've got Ghost up in there. This is a freeze if I ever saw one.
I would try to get his passive off if you can. He's just healing a lot. Okay, nice. No flash. He's gonna have no TP shortly as well.
I need to thin this, probably here.
Nice. I would try, yeah, exactly. Drop into the bush to drop the aggro. Oh, he didn't. I thought he was gonna base TP.
You are dead. Oh, what? Are you joking? The range on that did not.
It's
Okay.
quite sad.
I see how it is.
Oh well, he's missing a lot of creeps.
Thanks. Yeah.
One thing I want you to try here is like walk in and out of the bush really fast with these minions.
Well, I don't know what you meant.
It's okay. I can show you in practice though. I'll make a little note to show you. It's for when when your wave isn't here yet, but you want to hold it. Oh, there he is. He TP'd. Oh, you might not have mana for your level 6 now, but you can go for the. Oh, he's no W. Yeah. Okay, well played. Mana was It was a little bit
Oh, it didn't
tight.
matter. It didn't matter. I was level 6. He wasn't.
Yep.
So he just dies there.
Ah,
That was so
Avengers.
late. I know. I like it though. He attempted. Oh, this is not awkward. He's already TP'd. Meh. Right. Okay. So we're ahead. Let's start doing the purposefully crashing waves now,
Nice.
and see if we can.
Yeah, so if you've got
look
something to play for, like here, your wave's crashed itself, so you can. Oh, this is really bad
Yeah.
for Garen to move actually because he's losing the wave.
He's losing tons.
Yeah. You're level 6 as well to their level 5, and you've got the flank. This is perfect. Unfortunately, Pantheon's there, and he's making a big difference, but. Unlucky.
Oh, I misclicked my R before you
Yeah.
say anything. It was.
Yeah, I know.
I was just like,
That
why
was
have I
the main,
done
that was
that?
the main thing. If you could get the ult off, it would have been a lot better. I don't know what Rise is doing, but hey ho.
Decided to go in.
Now,
Yep, love to see it.
the upside is Garen lost a
annoying.
wave and a half through that.
Yeah, I'm not even fussed about the Garen now. He's just not. He's just out. 15 CS down. I'm going to catch this wave. I'm going to freeze it on him, and then hope Rise makes better choices.
Perfect.
Oh yes, come on. That's what I want to see. I want to see
this
you
is
walking up
beautiful.
like this. That was the wrong button to press. Love it. Oh well.
What, no W? I think anytime in the next 20 seconds if you trade, big trade, because he's got no W. Good,
I've got
zoning.
flash in 10. I mean, you can goad me all you like. You've lost this lane so hard, Garen. Oh yes, that's what you love to see it.
Maybe when he goes for this cannon. Ooh. Ooh! Dirty. Nice. I mean, it was actually clean.
I actually missed it. It was on the edge, but it wasn't on the edge. But I think it got him enough.
You Q flashed, but you like Q'd and it hit, and then you flashed it. So it actually hit both.
This is a bad recall. This is a better one. I need my phage. Right, okay, let's look at just this Pantheon, really, isn't it?
Yeah, he
Right, so
seems.
let's see if I can.
From what we've been watching this game, he seems like the best player.
So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and catch this, see what he does. Maybe stack 2.
Do you want me to keep letting you think, or do you want me to tell you what I would do?
You go for it, yeah.
Okay, I would look to play for the grubs when they spawn. So a component of that would be pushing, and a component would be pinging my Z to help me, or like to go for the grubs. Yeah, okay, he's dead. Maybe that, you know, Z being dead does change the plan.
Garen's got mid.
Okay, yeah, well, you punish that.
Come on, get into turret range. I mean, Panther's going to come top, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't think you need to be too worried about that. The only thing you need to really be worried about is not ulting into a Z. Oh, he ulted past you. Nice. He didn't expect you to go for the proxy. Okay, are you looking to move for dragon here? Because if you are, you would want to ping your team about it to let them know. I just thought because you'd proxied, maybe that was your plan.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Sorry,
Okay.
I'm trying to
No, yeah,
not
no,
get
don't
killed
worry.
by.
If that helps you play better, carry on. I'm just trying to understand your thought process, but this is really good. You can just start.
What
it
we
with
said,
Zed
right?
now. Yep, lovely. Like the wave hasn't even like met yet in top lane, and you're already here. So you might lose this wave. It's a long way to go, and Zed's not even helping you kill the dragon. I don't know why. You could literally just take the dragon here.
That
Close.
could have been better played, but got it.
It's fine. I would recall and go back to top because you're dropping waves this whole time. Like it ended up that you went for the bot lane fight instead of the dragon. But yeah, the concept's good, right? You moved your lead around the map now. Now their bot lane is doing a lot worse than they were, and you also might get a dragon out of that.
I got a bad boy shot down there on the cane.
Yep.
500 gold. Right, let's see what we can do against this Pantheon now. Oh, Sundered Sky, you're gonna die, mate. That's what's gonna happen if Lux gets this on you. She did not because she should have done it there, but I will. Love it.
Oh. You kill this guy as
My
well. That's the
shutdown.
double shutdown. Nice. Huge. 2 shutdowns. Okay, maybe we just go back to plan A now. With the grubbies. I might be mistaken. Oh, never mind. We'll not find out right now. Oh, another one? Okay, he's out. Okay, no flash. Yeah, I might be wrong, but I think when you're strong on Darius, you might actually be able to like push a wave and then go and solo one grub and then come. Do you know what I mean? Because your bleed does a lot of damage to jungle camps. Okay, get him. Oh, he showed them
Oh,
was
man
boss.
off.
If you could have got the auto off, that would have been huge. Oh, Zed maybe?
Use clap.
Big. Got you the assist.
Oh, no messing around this game, right?
Yep, Starix is very good into Garen as well. It's like an
Yeah, because of his
anti-Garen
ult.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I should have gone mid. No, you know what? I shouldn't have because
No.
they're still there.
Yeah, this is
We're
correct.
good.
So, oh, let you play this? Oh, he flashed it. Nice. Oh, so unlucky.
I know.
1 HP. Maybe you couldn't have caught up to the Garen anyway, but well. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna give you 2 things from the review that we just did to apply now. So one is plan around this Drake spawning with like the wave. So maybe we can try to get the tower and deep push it, or otherwise we can do our proxy thing. And then
I was
2
going
would
to proxy,
be
yeah, because
yeah, go for that. Unless you can get the tower. Drake's not for 2 minutes anyway, so you've got plenty of time. You don't need to be doing it now. I'm just telling you ahead of time so that you've got time to plan ahead. Very nice. I think Q was killed there. Ah, unlucky. I think if you hit the Q,
they're
you would
really,
die.
really, really, really going for me now as well.
Yeah,
That's fine.
it's okay. I respect
Push
the
this
attempt.
out.
Yeah, the other thing I was going to say is let's try to save this ghost for dragon.
Dragonfly, yeah.
Yeah. And just sort of get used to watching the timer and seeing how your waves, what what position you want
Look,
to be in.
yeah. I need to. So push this. What have we got? Minute.
By the time you get back
Right.
to lane, it's probably going to be a push proxy go angle.
Push proxy go, yeah. This would be big. It's not. I like how Garen's ult did like basically nothing to me there as well. It's good.
Yeah.
It was good. Alright, push proxy go. Kane's top. Still going to push proxy go. Oh man. Oh man. Never mind.
Nice. You could let him go for that wave. He doesn't. Okay, maybe you don't need to go anymore. Oh, no, maybe you do. And then here, this is an example where you could probably take the mid wave as well, just to get some extra pressure for your team on the dragon.
Can I have it, please, Lux? Please. Thank you.
Support players, honestly. Like your Jinx might be dead. And again, this put you, like, you're here as the Drake spawned, you know? Your team died. I don't know what I don't know what else to tell you. Like, you did the right thing. You went from the complete opposite side of the map to the dragon as the dragon spawned. But your team died for no reason, so.
Why are you pinging me? I'll kill them both. Yeah. Get off.
I mean,
3v1.
you killed the important guy. You killed the guy with smite. I think
I
you
had
could
to
have killed
hold
both
my
as
R
well.
for the I had to hold my R for Pantheon's immunity.
Yeah. Do you know how to outplay it when you've got flash? I mean,
Go behind him,
you
don't
can
you?
just flash behind him, but you can
Yeah.
you can cast it, and then he can react to your ult with it, but you can cast it and then flash behind him while you're in your ult animation. You can flash, and it will work if you do that. So if you cast
Oh, I'm gonna
ult
go
and then he
straight here.
casts E, you can flash behind him during your ult.
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
good,
go here.
good, very good. I can't believe this dragon's still not been taken. It's like. Okay, here's something else. Okay, maybe Rise is going. Yeah, one of you should recall and go top straight away. So I guess that's one more thing for me to add onto this list. Talk about it after.
Go mid. Go mid. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go mid. Got a half an item waiting in base. I'm gonna switch to sweeper after this as well.
Nice. So like here, you've pushed bot and you've rotated in for a flank, and this Garen looks kind of killable. And these are the spots where you're going to find yourself getting a load of random kills that you might not have gotten otherwise. Oh, no Q as well. Oh, no flash now. All you did was run into mid from bot and you got Garen's flash. Huge.
Oh, please do something. Root him. I don't get any like breaks, do I?
No.
It just-
Oh, I like what you're going for there. Almost had
Oh
it.
shit. Oh god.
Try to. There, I think if you E into Q'd, you could have maybe landed it and healed a chunk. It probably wouldn't have saved you, but maybe if you EQ'd the Kane, you could have killed him with an ult after.
Yeah. It's just like we don't win a fight if I'm not there.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
Hey, you've had 2 games with complete
Yeah.
specimens on your team,
Specimens.
but you know it's okay. The thing is,
Yeah, we're learning.
when
Okay.
you'll get to a point where you'll be winning even these games with these teams, you'll be winning in like lower ranks, and then as you start to get higher, as long as you're if every game you make a more positive contribution to the game than the enemy top does, that's all it takes. If you do that for a big enough sample size of games, you'll just keep climbing until you reach a point where the enemy top's out impacting you. But this game, Garen's done basically nothing compared to you. Obviously, there's improvements we can make, always. But
You ain't killing me, son. You got him.
unlucky we didn't get the Q hit.
What am I getting? Oh,
The Zyra
Zyra.
plant.
Oh,
I don't know if you know, but melee champions kill Zyra plants in one auto attack.
oh, do they?
Yeah, you can very easily
Oh
get rid of
man,
them as
that
a melee
was.
champ.
I feel as though this degenerated through no fault of my own. Really.
I tend to agree.
I'm sure I was doing all right, but just like
Like in some of these fights, you could play it better mechanically,
yeah,
but generally speaking, I would never say that it's your fault that you're losing this game. Like, I feel like if you press tab, it kind of tells the story.
yeah.
Okay,
We'll have a look
so
at that in a
here
sec.
there's no obvious objectives up, right? So here, basically all you can do is look to try and get some kills where you can after getting sideways into position, but looking pretty tricky. Okay, that guy just instantly flashed. my. Oh, that's a shame.
Bro, what is it? $250, 346. Okay, maybe.
346. What's what we're looking at? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was. It was probably. I probably had 2-3 stacks on Zara. I thought they would have executed her, but I think I just misjudged it.
Yeah.
And the misjudgment was.
Oh. Yeah, that's fine. Again, the
Didn't
more
get me
games you
the,
play, your damage estimation's already gotten a lot better, and it'll just keep getting better the more you play as well.
Okay.
Right. At this point in the game, when you have 3 inhibitors down, the only thing you can realistically do is try to clear the waves, and then when they come to end the game, you just hope that you can kill them all. There isn't actually much, like, it shouldn't be possible for the enemy team to lose unless they fuck up. So you're just watching for them to fuck up, and then if they throw, you catch it. That's
Yeah, got ya.
the idea. Like, basically, you're hoping that their team tries to fight you, because if they don't, the minions will just, like, they can kind of just watch their minions end the game.
Oh, someone else needs to go and deal with those. They're literally not going to walk up into me unless there's 5 of them.
Oh.
Yeah, you got the slow off. Well done.
So yeah, here it's like, just look for a really explosive fight. If you can get it, lovely. Okay, they used everything on you.
Yeah, they knew that I'm the only threat.
Still, this is the only way they can possibly lose, and they're doing it. So, you know, like, if they just didn't fight you, like, the Nexus is dying as it is. if they literally just watched, they would have won anyway. But hey, we didn't win the game, but that doesn't really matter. We won the lane. That's the important part.
Yeah, we did. We did work.
Okay, I added one more thing onto the list of things that I sent you. I put, because there was an example of this after you got one of the dragons, where the Pantheon, I think, ended up getting a T2 in top. So I put, as soon as an objective play is done, check the side waves to see if you need to instantly recall to answer them.
Got ya. Yeah, I didn't do that.
Okay. We've gone over a lot of stuff. I am going to jump in this replay. However, to leave off, you said you wanted to look at some things about how to play from behind in lane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to do is actually look at that game from Garen's perspective. Now, obviously, he's not playing Darius, but he's the one that was losing lane. So conceptually, I can show you the stuff that you were asking about, which is like,
got ya.
what can I do to get out of this position? And it's a fairly simple play pattern. Now, the one thing I will say is that obviously, if they make a mistake that leads to you killing them, that's great. You get back in the game. The conceptual stuff is going to assume that they're not randomly dying over stuff. So, where does Garen? Where's a good point for me to go from?
Well, anyway, I
want like a fairly, yeah, here when he comes back to base. Oh, okay, he pushes and actually you hold the wave, don't you?
I did.
Yeah. Okay, well he's kind of screwed. I want like a somewhat neutral place in terms of where the wave is, but where you're both full health. So I can sort of say, you know, this is Like he's coming back out of base now, right? So he's got his health back. Okay. Basically, the concept is he's very behind compared to you. So if you find yourself behind, when the enemy's pushing into you, do get XP. If you don't get CS, don't worry.
Yeah.
When the enemy's slow pushing in, you're not even going to miss that much CS. Do try to get the XP. The important thing that I will tell you is try not to lose health while the enemy's slow pushing into you. This is because what's going to happen is, you know, all the times where I was telling, like the times where I'm telling you that you can look for kills on Garen is when the wave is here.
Yeah.
And the way for him to stop the wave being here is to crash it into the turret.
Yeah.
So the difficult thing, essentially, the risky thing when you're behind is getting the wave from here to here. So what we do is we create a plan on how to do that. And the way we do that is that we keep our health as high as possible when it's pushing into us. Then when it bounces off the turret, when the wave is here, we try to slow push as slowly as possible to build as big a wave as possible. Okay?
Okay.
If your enemy, while you're trying to build this slow push, if they stop you building a slow push by hitting the wave, that's good for you, because then it just stays here. You know, like what was happening to the Cho'Gath? Where he was kind of just chilling here because you kept pushing into him. That's good for you when you're behind. That's what you want. So if they stop you building your slow push by pushing back into you, you're happy. If they don't, and you get to build your slow push, let's say you slow push, so it crashes here, you slow push, and then it's here, and then you slow push, and now you've got kind of like 2.5 waves, and then you fast push, okay? Now one of two things is going to happen. One, there's no enemy wave yet. It's not here, so it's just going to run into the tower, because it's really hard for the enemy to tank 2.5 waves. The other thing is that the enemy wave does come. So now you're in a situation where you've got your 2.5 waves here stacked up, and they've got their wave. This is why we didn't lose health. Because now what you can do is you can lose as much of this health as you want to force this wave into the tower. Because then you're just going to go recall and get all your health back anyway. So you're keeping your health in preparation for this situation. And then what's going to happen once you get the wave in is it's going to come back into you. And then you can repeat the cycle. So do the steps of that make sense?
Yeah, it's like using your health as a resource then to kind of make sure that it sucks because you haven't really got control over that, but got to do it because if you're playing from behind.
Yeah, of course. And then obviously people will still make mistakes. So let's say you're building this slow push and Jax tries to like get a trade with you, but he wastes his E, and now his E's on cooldown. Well, then you can probably still look for a trade because Darius is probably going to win a trade against the Jax with no E. So people do still make mistakes. You still look for those mistakes. You still punish them. But generally speaking, waves coming to you. Try to keep your HP. Build a slow push. If they push it back into you, you're happy. That's like the Cho'Gath spot where he was. If they don't, you keep building the wave. Once it's big, you force it into the tower using your HP as a resource. You can even like all in them inside this big wave with your ult. You know, to try and force it into the tower. That's fine too. As long as you get this wave into the tower so that you can recall, you're happy.
Yeah, but it makes sense. I mean, I am trying just to be like, I'm gonna win my lane, so it doesn't really matter.
And it looks like you are winning your lane often.
That's not gonna happen. I mean, the higher I go, the people will be able to be more aware. Although I have seen some XCM games where people still disrespect the Darius, and they're just like, "This is Challenger," and the Ilawi's walking up to Darius at level 1. It's like, what are you doing?
Okay.
Yeah, but maybe I need to look at some of his videos as well now from a different point of view as to how he really ends up snowballing his.
That would be a good idea. Have a think about these things we've covered and see if you can see him applying them. That would be a good shout. Okay, this is when I wanted you to recall. So this dragon play happened. You came down, you affected it. Now I would recall and go here because Pantheon ends up getting this turret here. Whereas if you just recall now and walk here, he never gets this tower.
Yeah, I spent too long down there.
Yeah, it's just about like, now it's like, okay, the play's done, let's have a look. Oh yeah, this side lane needs dealing with, I'll go and do that.
Got yeah.
So I just added that into the notes as number 8.
Yeah. No, it
Um,
makes sense. Yeah.
what time are we on? It's quite late, isn't it? It's about 11 o'clock. Okay. Do you have any last questions? Anything in specific from this game that you wanted to go over, or just any general questions you want to ask me, or anything to close off with?
There was one team fight
Yep.
that you said I could have played mechanically better, and I think I agreed with you. I can't remember which one it was though now.
Okay, let's have a look.
Just I agreed with you. I just couldn't remember what
Was it?
it was that I did.
I think this one
It
was fine, right?
Yeah, these ones were okay because I think it may have been later on.
Okay, I'm just having a look through fights. You're not in this one, so it's not that one. Could it be this? I think it could. No,
Yeah, it might have been this one. Yeah.
I think this is when you've got the Pantheon E to
It was the Pantheon E that I needed to. Yeah, just couldn't do anything about that one. I think it may have been later on then.
Red team's turret
We'll just keep having a look.
Yeah.
Here you just forced out Garen's flash. This is not a team fight. Here you're just in top lane.
Oh, it might have been this one where I got destroyed, and you were like, "Yeah, if you'd EQ'd or
Oh,
something."
yeah.
Was it this one?
If you watch the Kane,
Yeah.
because he's got no ult now. If you like EQ, you're gonna get silenced by the Garen anyway, so it might not matter. But if you could like EQ the Kane as he dashes in, and then auto ult or something, then maybe you could kill him.
Do you know what? Did I have ult up there?
Yep.
Shit. Oh, that's a miss. That's a triple kill.
The only thing that is worrying me is the Garen silence stopping you from being able to cast the ult. But
True. Yeah.
aside from that, yeah.
That might have been it then. Yeah, because that I agreed with you there. This was a bit terrible.
Yeah, the silence there, it is annoying when it comes in. The Q blade didn't hit, and then you didn't get your ult reset, and then you didn't kill this
That
plant.
was it.
This plant does a lot of damage to you.
I was wondering. I just felt blind. I was like, "What is killing me?" And then it was this plant.
Yeah.
And I was like,
So yeah, do bear in mind that as a melee champ, you can kill Zyra plants in one auto. When she ults, they get bigger and get more health, and then it will take 2 autos instead of 1.
"Yeah, yeah."
But generally, they just take 1.
Yeah, I did feel as though in that game, I don't know why that it like collapsed the way it did, because I felt, well, I mean, everyone was dying on our team that probably did it, but
Yeah, that's the main
you can't
problem.
salvage a game like that, right?
I think if you are like way better than the people, like just considerably better than every single person in the game, then you can kind of just 1v9. But the problem is when you're the only person on your team who's actually threatening is you can't be everywhere. So what was happening is like you set up this top play perfectly for the dragon, right? And then you came down to the dragon, but by the time you got there, your team had died to nothing before the dragon even spawned. And then you were down here, and then Pantheon was pushing top. Like, they died without Pantheon even being there, so then Pantheon was pushing top, and then it's like you just couldn't be everywhere.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to keep that under control.
But this won't happen every game. It's happened twice in a row now, but...
And also, the more...
Well, actually, to be fair... Sorry, Karen.
You'll just keep making small improvements until you get to a point where... Do you remember, like, the thing in the first game where you died and then the wave wasn't pushed at the right time and then you couldn't make it to Dragon, and that was very obvious how hard it snowballs?
Yeah.
But every little thing snowballs so hard. So you'll find games where... like, if this was a game where you died 0 times and every single fight you were in you played mechanically properly and you were just killing everyone, I think it would look very different. You might still lose because all of your teammates are gapped. But, you know, there's a world... I think it's winnable. These games are just very, very hard to win. And if you don't win them, it's like, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. That was kind of expected. It's more of like, these are the games where if you 1v9 them, you can really give yourself a pat on the back because it's like, Jesus Christ, I managed to win that game.
Yeah.
And they're often the wins that feel best.
Yeah. I had a game. It was against a it was my last game that I played ranked without uh before this session, where I think I only played one that day because my heart was pounding so much after it. I was like, I can't play another one. Yeah, that one there against where I've got the I can't remember what it's called, Jack Show and that, yeah, them ones. Because that Yi was just going mad. And I think there was a play that we've got Elder Dragon and he kills himself by hitting me. And the Elder Dragon pops on it, and it felt it was just insane.
Wait, did your Bramble Vest proc Elder Dragon on him and kill him?
It did, because it caused and it blew him up backwards.
Wow.
So it was quite. But yeah, I think if I look back at it now, I think we got every dragon that game, and I wasn't present for any of them. And I think if I was, it would have been made quick. So I think even that, setting up the wave into an objective, especially when the junglers doing them and is competent in our game as well, I think that's going to be awesome. Just kind of one more thing. I do feel I haven't played much on different champions, in the sense that even my normals, I've kind of just been playing Darius. Just to practice. But and I understand that we talked about Olaf, but if there was when you talk about 1v9ing, is that more like, is that just knowledge of the game, or is that like there are some champions who would just do it better?
There are champions that do it better. There are champions that are not as good as it, but I think in top lane, in lower ranks, most champions can do it if you're just very, very good at your champion and also very good at the game. So if you're always in the right place, let's imagine a situation where you're always in the right place on the map, so you're in the correct fights, and you play them perfectly, mechanically. You're probably going to 1v9 every game. Until at least, like, maybe Master or something. Like, if you're just playing flawless, nobody's playing that well. Like, no one in the world.
No, I get that. I understand. It was more of a, because I do see some people, and like I said, I don't pay too much heed to what I read on things like Reddit, and because people know nothing, especially like below masters and that. I'm pretty sure that all the advice that you get from there is just basically useless. But I digress. So there's a lot of people that say, "Oh, yeah, X champion can't 1v9 because of." But so that's good to know that. I think
what
if
I
I
think
just carry on,
is that I think the way the game is tuned, certain champions have an easier time getting ahead, and certain champions have an easier time carrying once they're ahead. But it kind of evens itself out. So on Darius is fairly good at getting ahead. He's less good than some champs at completely 1v9ing once he's ahead, but that's kind of the trade-off for being a bit better at getting ahead. Whereas if we go to the very, very extreme end of the other end of the spectrum, Kael's very bad at getting ahead. But if she does, she will absolutely 1v9. Like, she's one of the best champions in the entire game if she actually has a lead. She's just very bad at getting a lead. She's really weak early. Someone like, I'd say like the far extreme the other way is like Rumble is very, very good in lane. He's really good at getting a lead, but it's quite hard to actually 1v9 once you're ahead on him.
Yeah, he's very utility, isn't he?
Yeah, you've got champs that are somewhere in the middle. I'd say like Camille, maybe like Aatrox, where it's like, it's sort of middle difficulty to get ahead on them, but they have like a pretty good 1v9 if they do.
So based off of that, then.
Yeah.
Based off of what that, then, if I say I didn't want to go too hard into Olaf, because I just don't know, I just can't get his axes.
That's fine. If you don't like the champ, you don't like the champ. It's
who kind of would you suggest? Because I know I said Mundo, but I don't think that's going to be a thing.
If you fancy,
I like bullying people.
Okay.
In game.
If you fancy a bit more of a mechanical challenge, it's not too much higher than Darius, but it is higher. It's a higher skill ceiling. maybe try Renekton. That's someone that Xiao Chaoming plays a lot. He
Okay.
does very much bully people in lane. He is a little bit harder to play mechanically than Darius, but
Mhm.
also that will doing that will make you a better player as well in the
Sure.
same regard. And
Okay.
the way that you play your waves and stuff is very similar between the two. It's just he has
Yeah, got ya.
different combos and stuff.
Sweet. I'll check out some vids and then maybe try some normals with Renekton then. I think that's it. I don't think I've got any more questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we're good. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no worries. It's been a pleasure having you. I hope you've had a good time, and
Yeah,
it seems
it's been
like you've learned a lot, so that's good.
It's what I mean. You should be able to. You can see, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It translates to how it comes out. I can say as much. You can say the right things, but if it hasn't translated to in game, then we'd be talking a little bit differently. But I feel as though it has, especially from that first game that we played to where I am now.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm a bronze anymore. I feel like
Awesome.
with enough kind of practice and putting this all together, I'll definitely be able to. I most importantly do it myself.
Yeah.
I think that was the thing that I was struggling with before. Is like, oh, I need to duo, I need a crutch, but I don't now. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing right, and importantly, I know what I'm messing up on, because I think I can see that in game. I was like, I'm not doing
Awesome.
that. I needed to go and do that. So
Yeah.
So yeah, like I say, this split ends 12 days or so, I think.
Yep, and then next
really
split,
gonna go
I'm
ham.
excited to see how high you can get next split. That'll be really fun to watch.
I'm really gonna go ham with Darius, and I'm just
Go
gonna
for
go.
it.
Yeah, so we'll see what we can do. But yeah, I'll be in touch. I ain't gonna be a stranger.
Awesome. Yeah, please do.
Thank you
Alright.
very much, man.
Yeah, thank you as well. It's been great having you. And
It's been awesome.
good luck in your
Great
climb.
experience. Cheers, man. Take it easy.
See you later.
Catch ya. Bye.
Bye. Alright guys, thanks for watching. The stream will end here. I hope you all enjoyed what you saw today. I think that guy probably has the biggest improvement of any of my clients from day one until now. It's really impressive how much he's improved. And I can't wait to see where he ends up in the next split. So yeah, thank you for watching everyone. I'll see you later. Bye bye.